Hello again, and welcome to another look at the weather courtesy of Netweather.tv. And before I do anything else, I hope you had a really happy Christmas. And on behalf of Netweather.tv, I hope you all have a wonderful new year and a wonderful and prosperous 2010. And without a doubt, I think it's going to be starting as it finished, because there's no sign of an end yet to the very cold weather. In fact, I've just made a New Year resolution, and that is to keep the forecasts as accurate as they have been, and even maybe make them a little bit more accurate. So let's have a look at the surface pressure as we usually do. We'll run it for a week or so, and very little changes. We keep low pressure coming and going to the south of us, which feeds in very cold east, northeast, or even northerly winds from time to time. Little kinks in the isobars there are a hint that some small areas of low pressure may move southwards to bring more in the way of snow from time to northern and eastern parts of the country. But basically, really, it's no change. All the activity is to the south of us. Moving on now to the thickness chart, and we're looking at the blue areas because that's the cold air, the cold weather, and it never really moves away from the British Isles. In fact, what does happen is that every now and again some pulses of even colder air move in from the east or the northeast, keeping the wintry scene going. A quick look at one of the jet stream pictures for the middle of next week, and you see what's going to be happening really throughout the whole time, and that is that the jet stream stays well south of the British Isles. It's mostly across Spain and into the Mediterranean. So it's in those areas that the weather's going to be really unsettled. They're in for a lot of rain and often very windy weather, whereas, as I said, here it's quieter, but of course it remains bitterly cold. Finally, we'll have a look at the snow risk. Not sure whether we've got this chart, so I hope it's with you. If it isn't, I apologise. But we're looking there at the colours, the shading, and the pinks and the reds are when the precipitation is going to fall as sleet or more likely snow. And again, you can see quite a lot of that occurring, especially in northern and eastern parts of the country. And there's a bit of a question mark over the middle of next week, and it could be a fair bit of snow, but of course that's really a long way off. We'll have to firm up on that nearer to the time. So the day-to-day forecast, as far as Friday is concerned, further snow showers, I think, affecting the northeast of England, the east and north of Scotland. In fact, some of them could be quite heavy. Some areas could have as much as 30 centimetres of snow. There's also a chance of some snow in Kent and maybe into eastern Sussex. And some wintry showers will show up later on in the day in Northern Ireland, the west and north of Wales, and some other northern parts of England. But for the bulk of central and southern parts of the country, it should be a dry day, actually, with some sunny spells. But everywhere it's going to be very cold, or even cold or very cold, I should say, and there will be the problems of early morning ice on pavements and untreated roads, and there'll be a severe frost in many places. Saturday starts in a similar vein, widespread severe frost and some ice again on those untreated roads, and there will be further snow showers during the day. Again, the same sort of areas. There's a chance for Kent, but more particularly I think for Scotland and northeast England, the north and east of Scotland especially, and maybe even some wintry flurries from time to time in Northern Ireland. Otherwise, for the rest of the country, it remains fine and dry with a fair bit of sunshine, although of course really cold. On Sunday morning, well, if you've got some snowfields in the north of the country, some really very low temperatures, wouldn't be at all surprised if we didn't get a temperature as low as about -18 in parts of the glens of Scotland. And again, of course, it's a very cold start everywhere. Severe frost across much of the country. Again, those icy patches. During the day, further snow showers are likely in the north and east of Scotland, eastern parts of England. Otherwise, the rest of the country is going to be dry with sunny spells. There's a hint of a little bit of a change, temporary change that is, coming into the southwest of England later on, as an Atlantic frontal system desperately tries to make inroads against the cold air, never really succeeds. But in the process, it'll pick up the winds across the southwest peninsula, really strong easterly winds, making it feel even colder, and there could well be a little bit of rain, maybe some sleetiness on the moors. On Monday, though, that will move away, and then for many parts of the country it's going to be dry with sunny spells, but again cold or very cold, severe frost to begin with. Further snow showers are likely in the north and east of Scotland and the north-east of England. Tuesday, more of the same. Severe frost, icy patches on the roads, further snow showers, especially in the north and east. And then really the same goes for the whole of next week, and I could stick my neck out and say into next weekend as well. No great change. It remains cold or very cold, widespread severe frost, and very low temperatures indeed where you have snow lying, and there will be further snow from time to time. Could be some snow almost anywhere, but I think the finger of suspicion for the most noticeable falls of snow are going to be in northern and eastern parts of the country. Well, just to repeat, I hope you have a very nice new year and all the best for 2010. And from me, that's all for now. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.